Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and Happy New Year. We have been traveling and so we have a full, huge, healthy, high protein haul. I can't wait to share with you everything we got. Went to a bunch of different stores, but before we get into it, if you enjoy this video, please feel free to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And let's get started with all of these amazing finds. We have so much good stuff here today. I wasn't even sure where to start, but I figured let's start with the protein. We have 3 pounds of 93.7 ground beef from Target that we picked up. And so the macros on this are 170 calories and 23 grams of protein. And I always like to have a lot of variety, especially with my meats and my yogurts. So this one is going to work really well for recipes. We're going to make a lentil and ground beef and beefless ground beef soup. And so we'll put a pound in that. We can make some burgers for James. This is just a good versatile ratio for our family. But then also wanted to pick up some of the 96.4, which is going to be 150 calories and 25 grams of fat for 4 ounces. So it's not a massive difference, but it is helpful when you're looking at your macros and trying to figure out what you need to get in. I like to have options. So we have both the 93.7 and the 96.4 ground beef. Continuing on with the protein, you guys know this is a staple for me. It's from Aldi. It's a Lunchmate brand. It's their roasted turkey breast. And so for each serving, which is about a slice, it is 20 calories and 4 grams of protein. And what I like to do is I can have this as a quick snack, obviously in a sandwich, or if I have a prepared meal and I just need a little more protein to hit my goals for the day, then I just add a slice or two. It is the easiest way to do it. So I always like to have this on hand. Another one of my favorite, easy to go, work's already been done for you, ways to get protein is this Appleton Farms chicken fajitas, fully grilled chicken strips. It is such an easy way to add a little additional protein to your meal or maybe build your meal around this. What I like to use this for specifically is for my lunches, where I do kind of like an egg, potato, chicken, mushroom scramble. So I have all those ingredients here today. But really, you can use this in any way, and it's so nice that it's already packaged, cooked for you. So another one of those convenient options that I'm a fan of is the sliced turkey pepperoni. And as you can see here, it is 65% less fat. What I like about it is that you're going to get 16 slices in a serving. That is just 70 calories and 10 grams of protein. So what I like to do is get some tomato sauce that hasn't been seasoned in any way, add my own seasoning, add some of this, add some of my fat-free mozzarella, also from Vaughn's, the Lucerne brand, and you're gonna make anything taste like pizza. Like you can put it on top of, a pita bread, a potato, pasta, whatever, and make it pizza flavored. And it's also gonna be really high in protein. Then you guys know anytime I go to the store, I pick up either a tin of tuna or a pouch of tuna. And this week is a pouch. It's going to be 70 calories. And for that 70 calories, you're going to get 16 grams of protein. It is really one of the easiest ways to hit your protein goals is just leaning on staples like tuna. Okay, a few more of my favorite protein options. You guys know I love yogurts of all shapes and sizes, varieties, protein counts, calorie counts, but these are some of my favorite. I enjoy the Light and Fit Greek yogurt. So this is going to be 80 calories and 12 grams of protein. And we picked up 3 of the flavors I can't always find, so it's exciting. We have the banana cream, the creme brulee, and key lime pie. And then you can move over into the 000 variety where you're going to get 15 grams of protein, usually for 90 to 100 calories. Also very delicious. And then this big mama here, she's going to be the pro version with 20 grams of protein and 140 calories. So as you can see, I always pick up a variety, just depends what we already have on hand. But I think it's really helpful because you can figure out what your calorie goals are, what your protein goals are, and see what's going to fit best for the day. Another yogurt option I always have on hand is this Friendly Farms plain non-fat Greek yogurt. This is what I call my poor man's Faye because I can't always, or I don't feel like I should always get Faye every week because it's a little bit on the pricey side. But this plain yogurt from Aldi is a great substitute. It's just 100 calories per serving. And as you can see here, for that serving, you are going to get 17 grams of protein, 0 added sugars. This is just such a great base to have. I usually use this for my overnight oats. All right, guys, and then this is just a fun thing. This is not high protein. This is just a delicious spread that you could add to any of these meats if you so choose. But this is from Aldi. It is their Park Street Deli roasted red pepper goat cheese dip. And this thing is delicious. Like it's not super, super heavy on the red pepper or the goat cheese. It's just a really nice balanced dip. And the macros are not bad for as delicious as it is. So for 2 tablespoons, which is 28 grams, it is 60 calories. That's going to have 4.5 grams of fat, 3 carbs, and 1 gram of protein. So as you can see, the first ingredient is actually cream cheese. So that's kind of the vibe we're getting here, but it is just delicious. I tried this a couple weeks ago and had to come back for more. All right, another great protein option are these steamed lentils that we get from Trader Joe's. And what I love about these are they are ready to eat as they're described and are also going to be just like a nutrient powerhouse. So the ingredients on this are super clean. It's just lentils, salt, and a couple essential oils. And the calories are 120 for half a cup, and that's going to have 10 grams of protein, all natural. I like to make this into a lentil soup, so I'm going to take this, and then I actually like to add these Trader Joe's beefless ground beef to it. I feel like the texture between the lentils, this beefless ground beef, and some actual ground beef actually work really well together, and it adds additional filling without going too crazy on the meat. So it's a nice substitution. For a third of a cup, it's 60 calories and it's 9 grams of protein. So that's great. So I take that beefless ground beef, the lentils, and I add it to a base of this organic tomato and roasted red pepper soup, which is low sodium. And you can see the macros here. It's 110 calories per serving, 2 grams of protein, and that's going to make a great base. Also to this soup, I add a whole can of already ready to go soup. So this is also from Trader Joe's. It's the organic lentil vegetable soup. You don't have to add this. This is already done already, but I think it works really well in my base. So the serving size, if you want to have one container, is 360 calories and 21 grams of protein. So combining all of these things, and then we'll also add some of this 93.7 lean ground beef and some vegetables is going to make a really hearty, delicious, high protein soup. All right, so I'm just going to get into some produce. We have some of these Nature's Sweet Cherubs. These are just small tomatoes that James enjoys in his lunch. We always buy some broccoli every week. We usually throw it into a lunch or a meal. I usually need to buy more if we're having it in a dinner. And then we have a single seedless cucumber. That's going to be for James for snacking for the week. We have some green grapes this week. We tend to go for the red, but this was looking good. We have a single avocado that James is going to be using in his lunch. We picked up some blackberries. We're sort of out of berry season, so these seemed pretty good. I have some frozen strawberries as well. But anyway, we'll use these to top our overnight oats, which is also what we use these bananas for. Picked up this tri-pack of green bell peppers. I have some red and orange ones already in the freezer, so I'm going to chop these up and they'll probably go into a Mexican lasagna. And then have some mushrooms. As I mentioned, I do a little bit of a hash with mushrooms, potatoes, and chicken. So that's what that will be for. And then we have some Honeycrisp apples that we'll be using for snacking. Now, a few fun things, or at least fun to me, that I wanted to share with you is I've never gotten this whole wheat and oat bran pita bread from Aldi before, but I think the macros are actually pretty good. So if we take a look here, we can see it's just 70 calories for one pita, and that is going to be 1 gram of fat, 11 grams of carbs, and 6 grams of protein. So I do sometimes get the Joseph's brand, and I believe that's 60 calories and much more expensive. So if this works out well, I think this will be pretty comparable. Something else I'm very excited for is from Trader Joe's. We picked up these unsweetened organic acai puree packets. And if you've been watching, you know we are big acai bowl fans. We really love the prepackaged ones they have from Aldi. They are like the perfect portion. They're organic. They have such good flavor, but they only have them in the summer. So now that it's winter, we wanted to make our own. And you guys know I love a creamy recipe. Well, I thought I would try and turn this into a creamy using the smoothie bowl functionality. So I am super excited to try that. And in case you're curious, ingredients are super clean here. It's organic acai puree, a little bit of citric acid. And for that, so there's a bit of a glare, but it's 80 calories per each serving. So that's pretty much negligible. It's got some fat. Got a little bit of carbs and not much protein. So if you wanted to make it protein, you could add some protein powder to this as you're making up your smoothie bowl, but we shall see. Maybe we'll try one with and one without. So this is one of my favorite high protein foods that I get from Trader Joe's. It's their barbecue teriyaki chicken. And much like with the lentil soup, where I'm kind of using a bunch of ingredients as starters and putting them all together, I do that for this as well. So for this one, I'm going to add additional chicken, I add broccoli, I add carrots, and it just works out perfectly. And as you can see here, a serving size is going to be 1 cup, and there's 4 cups in a serving, and there's 31 grams of protein. So say no more, it works perfectly as a base for me. All right, here's some humble black beans. James uses these in his lunch, and in case you're not familiar with the macros on beans, I'll share them with you. So it's 90 calories per half a cup and 6 grams of protein, which is great. And it's also going to include a good amount of fiber, which is what beans are great for. It's like this combination of protein, fiber, carbs, really satiating. So you'll get 5 grams of fiber per serving as well. James likes to use one of these starter kits for his lunch. He's got the New Orleans style dirty rice for this week, and he will be adding some meat to make it a meal. Another one of my favorite meal starters is this Burman's Tikka Masala curry sauce. So we get this from Aldi, and basically we do exactly what you see here. We add bell peppers, we add chicken, and we make it a meal, and I usually use a combination of rice and cauliflower rice. Just rolling through the milks real quick. We have some almond milk. I always get the vanilla, and that is 30 calories per serving, and usually this is not going to have any protein in it, so it's something I use more as a filler ingredient for my oats and such, and then add protein to it in another way. James picked up, looks like whole milk this week. He is not afraid of the whole milk, and he is going to be enjoying this. One additional produce item is this 10-pound bag of potatoes. It was on a decent deal, and potatoes are one of the most satiating foods there is. It's naturally fairly low in calories, so all you have to do is not put like a whole ton of oil on it, and it's going to be great for pretty much any meal. Picked up some eggs for the week as well. This is just a dozen of the cage-free eggs. And then we just have 2 different types of syrups here. So this is not where I say these ingredients are super clean. They are not, but this is not something I worry about. I like to get the Kerry's sugar-free syrup. This is going to be 5 calories per serving. And then we got the reduced sugar variety from Target. You can get them anywhere in some kind of reduced sugar capacity, and that one's 15 calories. And yes, I understand this is not maple syrup, but I like to drown I repeat, drown my protein waffles in syrup, so this is what I like to use. Speaking of, this is how I make my protein pancakes or waffles. I usually use a base of the Kodiak cakes as half of my dry ingredients, and then I use protein powder for the other half, add some egg whites, some almond milk, delicious. And then finally, just a couple snacks. So this is one I haven't got in a really long time, but this is such a macro-friendly hack because you get so many crackers for the serving size. So these are the original savory thin mini crackers. As a nice side benefit, they also happen to be gluten-free. The story with these are they are a rice flour cracker. They've got sesame seeds, a little bit of tamari soy, so a little bit of that savory flavor we've talked about. But what's really cool about them is that a serving size is 38 crackers. So if you're someone who's just super snacky, as I can be based on this and the next 2 items in the grocery haul, these are not going to completely blow your calorie budget for the day. Like these are a little bit more on the guilt-free side because you will be hard pressed to eat 38 of these and then keep going. So if you're someone who really enjoys snacky things, which is absolutely me, then these are a great hack because you can have such a large serving size for 130 calories. And for that, you're going to get 2 grams of fat, 24 grams of carbs, and 3 grams of protein as well. And then because I love a snack, I had to get some of my favorite popcorns. This is the Lesser Evil Himalayan pink salt. So it's pretty much plain popcorn. I might add some flavoring to it. It is 40 calories per cup. And this brand, Lesser Evil, is known for, as they say here, minimally processed, extra virgin coconut oil. It's a very clean popcorn. This is not a very clean popcorn, but I still enjoy it. This is my latest popcorn obsession from Trader Joe's. There's usually a different one rotating seasonally as they tend to do. But this is the French onion popcorn, which sounds absolutely insane, I think, but it's really, really good. I think it's Moorish, it's snacky, it's everything. It's actually quite high in fat. I believe they use coconut oil as well. This is not clean, so if you're a clean police, then I suggest you go with this one. But I think all things in balance. So yeah, I'm excited to have lots of fun snacking options. I just added my little crackers back to the trio there. But yeah, that is the grocery haul as we are getting back into the new year. Lots of staples, a few exciting things, a few things that are new to me, a lot of meats and high protein items. So if you've made it all the way to the end of this video, why don't you throw in an avocado emoji, and that way I will know. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.